What if the perfect daily SUV isn't the most powerful, the most luxurious, or even the most exciting, but the one that quietly gets everything right? Today, we're looking at a car that might just redefine what enough really means. Welcome back to Luxury Insider Channel, where we break down the latest cars with honest insights and real-world perspective. If you're searching for your next practical SUV, this one might be closer to the top of your list than you think. Starting at the front, the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross GXL FWD presents a design that feels deliberately restrained, and that's exactly where its appeal lies. Instead of going for oversized elements or aggressive styling, Toyota shapes the front fascia with a wide trapezoidal grille that sits low and stretches horizontally. This creates a planted and confident stance without trying to look sporty or intimidating. The grille itself features a clean mesh pattern that looks modern but not overly busy. We think this is important because it keeps the visual identity consistent with Toyota's broader lineup while still giving the Corolla Cross its own character. The lower bumper integrates subtle air inlets, which not only help with airflow, but also add a layer of depth to the front design. The LED headlights are slim and sharply cut, extending slightly toward the fenders. They give the car a focused expression, but not an aggressive one. In our view, Toyota strikes a smart balance here. The lighting signature is modern enough to feel current, yet simple enough that it won't look outdated in a few years. Another detail worth noting is the hood design. It features gentle sculpting lines that flow naturally toward the grille, enhancing the sense of width without overcomplicating the surface. Combined with the slightly raised ride height, the Corolla Cross achieves a commanding driving position while maintaining a compact footprint. Overall, we see the front design as a reflection of the car's philosophy: practical, confident, and built to age gracefully, rather than chase short-term trends. Moving to the rear, the Corolla Cross continues its clean and purposeful design language. The taillights are one of the standout elements here, with a slim horizontal layout stretching across the body and visually widens the car. The internal LED graphics are simple but crisp, giving a modern look, especially at night. The tailgate design is upright and functional, which is exactly what you want in a compact SUV. The shape maximizes cargo space while also making loading and unloading easier. We appreciate how Toyota avoids unnecessary creases or fake styling elements. Everything here feels intentional and user-focused. The rear bumper is subtly sculpted with integrated reflectors placed low to enhance visibility without drawing too much attention. There's also a slight contrast in materials between the painted surfaces and the lower trim, adding a bit of rugged character without overdoing it. From a proportional standpoint, the rear end feels well balanced. It doesn't taper too aggressively, which helps preserve interior space, especially for rear passengers and luggage. The roofline flows gently into a small rear spoiler, adding a touch of sportiness while still prioritizing aerodynamics and efficiency. In our opinion, this is where the Corolla Cross truly defines itself. It doesn't try to mimic coupe-style SUVs or chase sporty aesthetics. Instead, it embraces a more honest approach, prioritizing space, usability, and long-term practicality. And for many buyers, that's exactly what makes it appealing. Step inside and the focus becomes even clearer. The interior of the GXL trim feels thoughtfully put together, with a layout that prioritizes ease of use over visual drama. The materials are solid for the price point. You won't find premium luxury finishes, but everything feels well assembled and durable. And honestly, for a daily driver, that matters more than soft-touch surfaces everywhere. The seating position is comfortable and upright, giving great visibility. We also like how intuitive everything feels. You don't need time to learn the car, it just makes sense from the moment you sit down. Rear seat space is practical too. It's not class-leading, but it's more than adequate for passengers or even a small family. The boot space also delivers what most people need for groceries, luggage, or weekend trips. When it comes to features, the Corolla Cross GXL strikes a smart balance. You get a modern infotainment system with a responsive touchscreen, along with wireless smartphone connectivity, which is quickly becoming a must-have. There's also a digital instrument display that's clear and easy to read. It's not overly flashy, but it does the job well, and we think that's a recurring theme here. Everything is designed to work, not to impress unnecessarily. Toyota's safety suite is another highlight. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and autonomous emergency braking come standard. In our opinion, this is where the Corolla Cross really stands out, because it delivers peace of mind without requiring you to step up to a higher trim. We also appreciate the physical controls for key functions. In a world where many cars are going fully touchscreen, this approach feels more user-friendly and safer while driving. Under the hood, the GXL FWD is powered by Toyota's 2.0-liter hybrid system, delivering a combined output of around 146 kilowatts. Now, on paper, that might not sound exciting, but in real-world driving, it's more than enough. Acceleration is smoother than aggressive, and that's exactly what this car is designed for. It's built for efficiency and comfort, not speed. The hybrid system transitions seamlessly between electric and petrol power, which makes city driving especially refined. Fuel efficiency is one of its strongest advantages. We think this is where the Corolla Cross becomes very compelling, especially for buyers who want to save on running costs without switching to a fully electric vehicle. Handling is predictable and stable. It's not sporty, but it feels secure and easy to drive. The steering is light, making parking and city driving effortless, and for many buyers, that's actually more valuable than sharp handling. In terms of pricing, the 2026 Corolla Cross GXL FWD sits around the low 40,000 Australian dollar range, depending on options and market conditions. We think this positions it right in the sweet spot of the compact SUV segment. It's not the cheapest option available, but when you factor in the Heulick hybrid efficiency, safety features, and Toyota's reputation for reliability, the value becomes much clearer. This isn't a car that wins on price alone, it wins on long-term ownership experience. Now, let's compare it with one of its key rivals, the Mazda CX-30. The Mazda offers a more premium interior and a slightly more sporty driving experience. If you enjoy driving and want something more engaging, the CX-30 might feel more appealing. But here's where the Corolla Cross fights back. The Corolla Cross offers better fuel efficiency thanks to its hybrid system, and in our view, it's more practical overall. The cabin feels more spacious, and the driving experience is more relaxed. And for many buyers, that's actually the smarter choice. So, what's the final verdict on the 2026 Corolla Cross GXL? We think this is one of those cars that doesn't try to stand out, but ends up standing out anyway. It delivers exactly what most people need: comfort, efficiency, safety, and reliability. It's not exciting, and it's not trying to be, but in a world where many cars chase trends, there's something refreshing about a vehicle that focuses on getting the basics right. If you're looking for a dependable, efficient, and easy-to-live-with SUV, this is definitely one we think deserves serious consideration. What do you think about the 2026 Corolla Cross? Would you choose it over something like the CX-30, or do you prefer a more premium feel? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.